What is up, everybody? You're checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Hot Commodity Ant C, and you're checking out WWE Monday Night Raw, the recap from last night, November 6th, 2023. Let's cover what happened. The world champion Seth Rollins comes out. Seth says, I am still your world champion. Normally, I like to talk about myself, but tonight I need to thank the two people. I want to thank Drew because we beat the hell out of each other. You are a man of your word at Crown Jewel. The Judgment Day did not get involved. After Damian tried to cash in, I'd like to thank Sami Zayn in person. Sami Zayn comes out. Seth says, after my match, I was in a bad way and I wanted to say thank you. And I've been thinking, Sami says, I want to be honest with you. I went out there because I've been dealing with the Judgment Day for months. If Damian Priest gets that championship, we are dealing with the Bloodline 2.0. Seth says, you stand up for what you believe in, and I dig that. Judgment Day don't run Raw. I do. As long as I'm champion, that contract ain't the only way of getting a shot. Sami Zayn, you have a title match. All you have to do is say when. Sami says, one day I will win that championship. When I do, I want a champion that isn't compromised. You're not 100%. Seth says, cut the crap. I want a match. And then Sami says, let's do it tonight. And so tonight we're going to see Seth Rollins defending the title against Sami Zayn. Next, we have the WWE Tag Team Champions, the Judgment Day, taking on the New Day. Great action here. The end comes when Damian nails a flatliner Kofi onto a table, and then Damian hits Xavier Woods with a South of Heaven, and Balor nails a coup de grace, and the Judgment Day get the win over the New Day. We see Drew McIntyre showing up backstage in a car, and then he leaves. Some stuff there. Shinsuke Nakamura defeats Akira Tozawa in a quick match after a King Sasha. This match doesn't really matter, but it's great to see Shinsuke. We have the fatal four-way match for the Intercontinental Championship #1 contender. Bronson Reed taking on Ricochet, The Miz, and Ivar with Valhalla. Great action between all four of these men, but the end came when Ivar and The Miz both pin opponents, but Ricochet kicks out of Ivar's pin, and The Miz is able to get the win and the #1 contendership. Afterwards, though, Ivar attacks The Miz and hits a moonsault because Ivar believes he should have won. The Miz will take on Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship, but Ivar is in his way first. Next, we have the Creed brothers taking on DIY, and another great tag action here from the Creeds. Ludwig Kaiser comes out and nails Johnny Gargano with an enziguri, and then the Creeds nail a Brutus bomb to Gargano for the Creed brothers to get the victory. Imperium have been a thorn in DIY's sides for weeks. Stuff is going to hit the fan soon. Next, we see Jey Uso apologizing for costing Sami Zayn the title match at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view and tells Sami he will win tonight. Next, we have a battle royal for the #1 contendership for the women's title at Survivor Series. The winner will take on Rhea Ripley. The final two in this match are Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. Before the match can start, though, Xia Li attacks Becky Lynch from behind, taking Becky out of the match. Zoe kicks Shayna Baszler, then nails a DDT to Shayna on the apron, and Zoe Stark gets the win. Zoe confronts Rhea Ripley backstage. And then finally, we have our main event, the champion Seth Rollins, world champion, defending against Sami Zayn. This is a great main event here. We saw a slingshot swanton bomb and a lion saw by Sami Zayn, by Seth, who gets a 2. Sami backdrops Seth onto the apron. Sami nails an exploder, but Seth hits a pedigree and a super kick. Sami Zayn applies a waltz, but Seth Rollins rolls up Sami and Seth retains. After the match, Seth and Sami shake hands, but then the Judgment Day attacks Sami and Seth on the floor. Jey Uso runs down, and then Cody runs down as well. Then Adam Pearce says, that's if you want to have a war, you want to have games, and we're going to have WarGames at Survivor Series. So it's going to be the team of the world champion Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, and Jey Uso against the Judgment Day, which is Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, and JD McDonough. This is going to take place at Survivor Series. I'm excited for that. A decent episode of Raw. I'm glad that we're getting storylines for Survivor Series because we are only 2 weeks away. With that, stay safe and stay uncensored.